Curiosity drives car enthusiasts toward machines that never followed normal rules. Across automotive history, a few trucks appeared that looked nothing like traditional pickups. Each one proves that creativity sometimes produces the strangest vehicles ever built. 8. Subaru Brat, 1978 to 1987. Creative automotive ideas sometimes emerge when manufacturers attempt to combine completely different types of vehicles. The Subaru Brat is one of the most unusual results of that experimentation. Introduced in 1978, the Brat blended the comfort and driving characteristics of a compact passenger car with the cargo versatility of a pickup truck. The name Brat stood for Bi-Drive Recreational All-Terrain Transporter, which reflected Subaru's goal of building a vehicle that could handle both daily driving and outdoor adventures. Unlike traditional pickup trucks that used heavy body-on-frame construction, the Brat was built on a lightweight unibody platform derived from the Subaru Leone. Power came from Subaru's dependable 1.8-liter EA81 flat-4 engine, producing approximately 94 horsepower and around 103 pound-feet of torque. The horizontally opposed engine design helped keep the center of gravity low, which improved stability and handling. With a curb weight of roughly 2,400 pounds, the Subaru Brat could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 11.5 seconds. The compact pickup reached a top speed of around 98 miles per hour, making it surprisingly capable for a small utility vehicle of the late 1970s and early 1980s. One of the Brat's most famous features was its unusual cargo bed seating arrangement. Subaru installed 2 rear-facing jump seats directly in the truck bed. These seats were not simply a design choice. They were added to help classify the vehicle as a passenger car in certain markets, avoiding import taxes applied to trucks. Another important feature of the Brat was Subaru's early four-wheel drive system. This system gave the small pickup excellent traction on dirt roads, snow-covered streets, and rough terrain. The Brat's lightweight construction also helped it remain agile compared with larger trucks. Drivers often found it easier to maneuver in tight spaces or narrow trails. Visually, the vehicle stood out immediately. Sharp body lines, bold decals, and compact proportions gave the Brat a distinctive personality that separated it from conventional pickups. Inside the cabin, the interior remained simple but practical. Clear gauges, straightforward controls, and durable materials suited the vehicle's adventurous character. Although the Subaru Brat was never designed to compete with full-size trucks, its combination of versatility, off-road capability, and quirky design helped it gain a loyal following. Today, the Brat remains one of the most unique pickup-style vehicles ever produced. 7. Chevrolet Corvair, 95 Rampside, 1961 to 1964. Unusual engineering experiments sometimes produce vehicles that stand out decades later. And the Chevrolet Corvair 95 Rampside is one of the most fascinating examples. Introduced in the early 1960s, the Rampside was part of Chevrolet's Corvair truck lineup, which used a radically different design compared with traditional American pickups. Instead of placing the engine in the front, like most trucks of the time, Chevrolet mounted the powertrain at the rear of the vehicle. This layout was borrowed from the Corvair passenger cars and helped create a flat cargo floor with improved load accessibility. Power came from an air-cooled 2.4-liter flat-six engine, producing around 95 horsepower and approximately 125 pound-feet of torque. Although these numbers were modest compared with larger V8-powered trucks, the engine delivered smooth and reliable performance. With a curb weight of roughly 2,900 pounds, the Corvair Rampside could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 14.5 seconds. The truck reached a top speed of approximately 85 miles per hour, which was respectable for a compact utility vehicle of the early 1960s. What truly made the Rampside unique was its innovative loading system. Chevrolet designed a large fold-down side panel that acted as a built-in ramp. This allowed workers to easily roll motorcycles, machinery, or heavy equipment directly into the cargo bed. The design made the truck extremely practical for certain types of businesses and trades. Another distinctive feature was the truck's independent suspension system. While most pickups of the era used rigid rear axles and stiff springs, the Corvair trucks delivered a smoother ride thanks to their more car-like suspension design. Visually, the Corvair Rampside had a distinctive forward control layout. The cab was positioned above the front wheels, giving the truck a short nose and maximizing cargo space within a compact footprint. Inside the cabin, the interior was simple and functional. Clear gauges, durable materials, and a straightforward dashboard layout made it suitable for everyday work. Although production numbers were relatively small, the Rampside quickly gained attention for its unconventional design. Today, it remains one of the most unusual trucks ever produced by a major American manufacturer. Few vehicles demonstrate how creative engineering solutions can completely change the traditional pickup truck formula. Automotive history hides machines that almost look unreal. 6. Ford Econoline pickup, 1961 to 1967. Radical design ideas sometimes emerge when automakers try to maximize practicality while minimizing vehicle size. The Ford Econoline pickup from the early 1960s was one of those bold experiments. Based on Ford's compact Econoline van platform, this unusual pickup offered a completely different layout compared with traditional trucks of its time. Instead of using a long hood with the engine mounted in front, Ford placed the engine between the driver and passenger seats inside the cab. This mid-engine configuration allowed the truck to have a flat nose and shorter overall length while still maintaining a useful cargo bed. Power came from Ford's durable 2.4-liter inline-six engine, producing around 85 horsepower and approximately 138 pound-feet of torque. Later versions offered a stronger 2.8-liter inline-six engine, which improved performance and hauling capability. With a curb weight of roughly 3,100 pounds, the Ford Econoline pickup could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 16 seconds. The vehicle reached a top speed of around 82 miles per hour, making it suitable for both urban deliveries and highway travel. One of the biggest advantages of the Econoline's cab-forward design was efficiency. By eliminating the traditional hood area, Ford engineers created a longer cargo bed without increasing the overall vehicle length. This made the truck especially useful for businesses operating in crowded cities where maneuverability was important. The Econoline pickup also delivered a smoother ride compared with many work trucks of the era. Its suspension system was designed to balance comfort with the ability to carry moderate loads. Visually, the truck had a distinctive appearance. The flat front panel, round headlights, and compact proportions gave it a design more similar to a van than a traditional pickup. Inside the cabin, the layout was simple and practical. The engine cover sat between the seats, while the dashboard provided clear gauges and easy-to-use controls. Although it never became as popular as Ford's larger F-Series trucks, the Econoline pickup developed a reputation for versatility and practicality. Today, surviving examples are considered rare collector vehicles that represent an interesting chapter in Ford's truck development history. Although the Econoline pickup never reached the same fame as Ford's F-Series trucks, it proved that unconventional ideas could still create practical vehicles. The cab-forward layout, compact footprint, and clever packaging made it a unique solution for businesses needing maneuverable utility trucks. Today, the Econoline pickup stands as one of Ford's boldest design experiments, remembered not for brute strength, but for its creative engineering and unmistakable forward control character. Enjoy rare automotive discoveries like this? Hit subscribe to see more. 5. Peel P50. The Peel P50 is one of the most unusual cars ever built, and it proudly holds the title of the smallest production car in the world. Manufactured in the early 1960s on the Isle of Man, this tiny vehicle was designed with a very simple goal in mind: to provide cheap, efficient transportation for just one person. At first glance, the Peel P50 looks more like a toy than a real car. It has only 3 wheels, a single door, and just one headlight. Its compact size is almost unbelievable. It's only about 54 inches long. Because of this, the car is so light that you can literally pick it up or drag it using the handle attached to the back. Inside, things are just as minimal. There's room for only one person and a small bag. There is no reverse gear, which might sound like a big problem, but the designers had a clever solution. If you need to go backward, you simply step out and pull the car yourself. Now let's talk about performance. The Peel P50 was powered by a 49 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, similar to what you'd find in a small scooter. It produced around 4.2 horsepower and approximately 3.0 pound-feet of torque, which is extremely low compared to modern cars, but enough for such a tiny vehicle. It could reach a top speed of about 60 kilometers per hour, making it suitable for short city trips. Fuel efficiency was excellent, making it very economical. Despite its limitations, the Peel P50 became famous worldwide for its quirky design and extreme compactness. It even appeared on popular TV shows like Top Gear, where it amazed viewers by driving through tight indoor spaces like offices and elevators. Today, the Peel P50 is considered a collector's item and a symbol of creative engineering. It reminds us that cars don't always have to be big or powerful to be interesting. Sometimes the smallest ideas can make the biggest impact. In a world full of large and complex vehicles, the Peel P50 stands out as a fun, simple, and truly unforgettable machine. Bizarre truck designs like these challenge everything we think about pickups. 4. Daihatsu Midget MP4. Small delivery vehicles played an important role in rebuilding Japan's economy after World War II, and few machines symbolize that era better than the Daihatsu Midget MP4. Produced from the late 1950s through the early 1970s, Daihatsu designed the Midget to be extremely compact and affordable. The vehicle was intended for shop owners, small businesses, and street vendors who needed a simple machine capable of carrying goods through tight spaces where larger trucks could not travel. Power came from a tiny 305 cubic centimeters air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing about 12 horsepower and roughly 15 pound-feet of torque. Although the numbers were extremely small, the lightweight structure allowed the Midget to perform its intended role effectively. With a curb weight of around 880 pounds, the Daihatsu Midget MP4 could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 40 seconds. The truck used a single front wheel for steering and 2 rear wheels supporting the cargo bed. This unusual layout kept the vehicle narrow and highly maneuverable, allowing drivers to navigate crowded streets and small alleyways. The cargo area was simple but functional. Small shops used the truck to transport food supplies, tools, and merchandise between markets and stores. Because the vehicle was inexpensive to operate and easy to repair, it quickly became popular among small businesses. Visually, the Daihatsu Midget carried a playful and instantly recognizable design. The rounded front body, small headlights, and compact proportions gave it a friendly appearance that made it stand out among larger trucks. Inside the cab, early versions featured a single central seat with basic controls and minimal instrumentation. Despite its modest performance, the Daihatsu Midget became one of Japan's most recognizable microtrucks. Decades later, the Daihatsu Midget still represents the ingenuity of Japan's early post-war engineering. 3. Chevrolet El Camino, 1959 to 1987. Hybrid vehicle concepts sometimes challenge traditional automotive categories, and the Chevrolet El Camino became one of the most famous examples of that idea. Introduced in 1959, the El Camino combined the front half of a passenger car with the cargo bed of a pickup truck, creating a unique vehicle that blended performance, comfort, and practicality. Unlike traditional trucks built on heavy-duty ladder frames, the El Camino used a car-based unibody platform derived from Chevrolet passenger cars. Early models shared their foundation with the Impala, while later generations used the Chevelle platform. This design gave the El Camino a smoother ride and better handling compared with most pickup trucks. Power varied widely across its long production run, but one of the most powerful versions used Chevrolet's 7.4-liter 454 cubic inch LS6V8 engine, producing around 450 horsepower and approximately 500 pound-feet of torque. This massive engine transformed the El Camino into a true muscle truck. With a curb weight of roughly 3,900 pounds, high-performance El Camino models could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 5.7 seconds. The vehicle could reach a top speed of approximately 130 miles per hour, performance figures that rivaled many muscle cars of the era. Because the El Camino shared its chassis with performance-oriented cars, it offered impressive road manners for a pickup-style vehicle. Independent front suspension and balanced weight distribution helped the vehicle feel stable and responsive on highways and winding roads. Visually, the El Camino carried bold American styling throughout its generations. Long body lines, wide stances, and aggressive front grills gave the vehicle a muscular presence on the road. Inside the cabin, the interior resembled Chevrolet's passenger cars. Comfortable seating, clear instrumentation, and optional luxury features made the vehicle suitable for both work and daily driving. Because of this unusual combination of muscle car performance and pickup practicality, the El Camino became a cultural icon. Few vehicles ever managed to blur the line between car and truck as successfully as this legendary Chevrolet creation. Your likes and comments help us keep exploring incredible automotive history. 2. Ford Ranchero, 1979. Long before the idea of a car-truck hybrid became popular, Ford introduced a vehicle that blended passenger car comfort with pickup utility. The Ford Ranchero, launched in 1957, created an entirely new category of vehicles by combining the front section of a sedan with a functional cargo bed in the rear. Unlike traditional work trucks built for heavy-duty hauling, the Ranchero focused on versatility. Ford designed it using passenger car platforms, which meant drivers could enjoy smoother ride quality, easier handling, and a more comfortable interior compared with most pickup trucks of the era. Over its long production run, the Ranchero offered a wide range of engine options. One of the most powerful versions used the 7-liter 429 Cobra Jet V8 engine, producing approximately 370 horsepower and around 450 pound-feet of torque. This massive engine gave the Ranchero serious muscle car performance. With a curb weight of about 3,850 pounds, high-performance Ranchero models could accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in roughly 6 seconds. The Ranchero's design made it ideal for drivers who wanted both practicality and style. The rear bed could easily carry equipment, tools, or motorcycles, while the front cabin delivered the comfort and refinement of a passenger car. Because it shared its chassis with Ford cars such as the Fairlane and later the Torino, the Ranchero handled far better than most trucks available during its time. Visually, the Ranchero evolved through several design generations. Early models reflected the dramatic styling of the late 1950s, while later versions adopted the muscular lines of Ford's performance cars. Wide grills, bold body contours, and strong proportions helped give the Ranchero a confident road presence. Inside the cabin, the interior looked almost identical to Ford's passenger cars. Supportive seats, simple instrumentation, and available luxury options made the vehicle suitable for daily driving. Throughout its production life, the Ranchero gained a loyal following among drivers who appreciated its unique versatility. Instead of choosing between a car and a truck, the Ranchero allowed owners to enjoy the best qualities of both in one distinctive vehicle. 1. Jeep CJ 8 Scrambler Pickup, 1981 to 1986. Rugged off-road heritage often produces vehicles that become legends among enthusiasts, and the Jeep CJ 8 Scrambler is one of the most